I keep hitting record to try and record to check the lighting, and it's like I hit record and it's not recording. Can't let that happen again. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Knitting is Cool. Welcome back to my podcast, my knitting podcast, Knitting is Cool. I have not filmed an episode in a while, so hello. If you're new here, my name is Emily. This is my knitting podcast. On Instagram, I'm EmmyBow the Maker. I will link that down below. And yeah, just regular knitting podcast format. I will jump right into it. I've got my coffee, iced coffee. I've got water. This probably should be a short episode, but might not be. Might just get to chatting. You never know. Alrighty, but first things first would be finish objects. I don't have any. I finished so much stuff before Christmas, and then I just cast on a bunch of stuff because I was like, holiday's over, I can just do whatever I want. And now I'm overwhelmed, very overwhelmed. That being said, let's get right into the WIPs. Okay, so now see, I always read, look, already can't talk. I always watch these back and I'm like, I forgot to say something. So, hi again, my name's Emily, Knitting is Cool, the podcast where I tell people who already think knitting is cool how cool it is. All right, whatever. First things first. First WIPs first. I am making the Chunky Cape by CRAFTY LLS. And here it is. So it's like a little poncho called a little cape. It's got this cute little detailing all around. It's just that repeated. So there's no sleeves. You increase for a while and then I think it just kind of like goes down. This is for my grandmother. My grandfather told me that she's always cold and I should make her a poncho. And so I thought this was a good one. Just cozy. It is in Paint Box Yarns, Simply Chunky, in the color 307. I don't know what the color is. It's this color. Number 307, bulky weight, 100 grams. And I think the pattern says it takes like 3 of them. And so I'm almost on the increases. I should have put it on bigger needles, but you get the idea. It's going to be super cute. And I hope she likes it. I hope it keeps her warm. It has cute little eyelet yarn overs. And then I was thinking about like adding some color in these, doing like a tapestry needle, pulling some color through the purl bumps or the garter stitch bumps, but we'll see if that happens. But yeah, so that's for her. I love when you have like a really intense sweater pattern and there's so much information and you learn so much and all your questions are answered. But I also love a super simple pattern like this, Chunky Cape. It's just like, there's nothing extra, which is great, you know, just straightforward. So would recommend this pattern and a great use of this yarn that I've had in my stash for so long. WIP number 1, lots of WIPs. Okay. WIP number 2. In my BAGGU bags. BAGGU, sponsor me. I have so many of your bags. And I'm going to bring them to the knitting community. Okay. WIP number 2 is a sock. I'm following my Perfect Fit sock formula from Knitty Knatty's Perfect Fit sock course, which I have taken. And I made one sock from it. And then I started this sock before Christmas because I thought I'd make these for Christmas, and I didn't. This is still the first sock, but it's super cute. The yarn is here. Sorry about that noise. Okay, the yarn is, hopefully I kept the label. Sure did. Long dog yarn in ribbon candy, and it's so fun because it is gold stellina. Hopefully you can see that. It's called Ribbon Candy. It was part of the Christmas holiday collection pre-order, and I'm just still on the leg, but it's going well. And I really do like this yarn. I thought the white parts would be more white, like the color kind of like bleeds around where the dark parts are, but that does make it look more like ribbon candy, so it's fine. But I'm working on that. I've been working on it a little bit more because just found the interest, I guess, but that was a fingering weight sock. Hopefully I can get it done by the end of February. The pair. We'll see. Okay, next up. Oh, this is a good one. All right, next up is another MUSSELBURGH hat. And that pattern is by, sorry, I thought someone was coming. Whatever. That pattern is by YSOLDA TEAGUE. And this is, I am a mess. I cannot keep anything straight right now. Okay. MUSSELBURGH hat by YSOLDA TEAGUE. I made one before. This is my second one. You've probably seen this all over the internet, but this is my second one. So this one is for me, and I have a rather large head. So I'm using this color, which I lost the band for. So sorry, but it's from Coast to Coast Yarns Mush Club pre-order from last year. Coast to Coast yarn, amazing. It's so beautiful. I mentioned this previously in an episode, and I was like, isn't gonna look too bad on my brown hair? And I don't know what I was thinking, because there's like so much more variegation in this than I originally thought. Like it's fine. It doesn't match my hair. It's great. I mean, it does. It's brown. Whatever. It's fine. You get the idea. There's much more pattern in it. But then, because my head is so big, I thought that one ball wouldn't be long enough. I want it to be have a fold over brim and a little baggy. So I wanted it to be pretty long. So I added, this is from Craft Me Not Yarn Co. from the Macaron collection 2 years ago, maybe. And I had a mini, and I think this is bergamot. Can't be certain. But I decided to add these little stripies in for some extra length. And I actually originally intended, and still kind of do, intend for this to be the inside of the hat. So the MUSSELBURGH hat folds into itself, and then it's a double layer hat. And I kind of want the stripes on the inside, just because I want the brown of the outside. But I mean, I could totally wear it both ways if I was feeling crazy. So we'll see, but I really like how it turned out. I did 8 rows for each stripe, and I like how the colors work together. And that is my MUSSELBURGH, and that I definitely want to get done by the end of February. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Why did I say that? In my BAGGU bag. BAGGU pouch. Flat bottom BAGGU pouch. Medium size. Okay. Next up I'll just show you this one. BAGGU bag. I was trying to make my nephew this cute little hat. This cute little hat that you just make the little hat, and then the little froggy head goes on top. So cute. And it's way too big. I made the size for an adult small, but like, let me just embarrass myself real quick. It totally like is too big for me. And it's like stretch, like it would just stretch out. It wouldn't be good. Maybe it's fine. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. I have to count the stitches. Cute. So I started that, and then I was like, this is too big, so I got thrown off, but I will restart, and I will make him this hat. It is so cute. So that's on my list, but no real rush. And that is just a little thing called Top This. And they have a whole bunch of different little ones with hats. Different animal hats. Little kits, you would call them. Oh, cool. Okay. I feel like I'm like boom, 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 boom. I hope you're getting the information that you need out of this in case you do, but I'm just gonna keep going. Whew. Next up. And this is too many WIPs. I don't like this. I don't like how this is going. I want 2 to 3 WIPs at once. Maybe 6 months ago or last summer was like my summer of finishing things. And I had so many WIPs and I finished them all and it was amazing. And I was like, I'm never gonna get to that point again. I'm gonna have 2 or 3 projects, a main project, a few side projects, smaller projects, because I like getting things done. And here we are. And I didn't listen to myself. And so now I guess it's the finishing winter and I'm gonna get all of this finished whenever I do. Next up, oh, I should look this up. I am making a pair of mittens and my first color work project. So here this is. Quite impressed with myself if I tell you the truth. And then the other side looks like this. And then the thumb will go here, make the little thumb, but this is the palm, nope, top of your hand side, the little cuff. And this pattern I will look up really, really quick because I feel like you should know the name. And I will post it, but here we go. The pattern is Speedy SELBU Mittens by SKEINDEER Knits. And I learned about this pattern from Madison. Her podcast, I think her podcast is just called like her name, Madison Montees. So I'll link her below. Her podcast is amazing. You should definitely watch it. And she made these mittens with this same yarn. And I was like, I have that yarn and I need to make somebody something for it. So long story, this girl I know gave me this yarn 3 years ago and was like, can you make me something with this? And I was like, yeah, totally. And then I dropped the ball, as one does. But then I saw these mittens and I had the exact yarn and I was like, oh, I'll make her the mittens and I'll send them to her. So that's the plan still, but I'm still on the first one. It's using 2 skeins of Let Lopi, which I've never used before. It is scratchy. These are definitely cold weather mittens. You could even line them with like a little fleece or something, just so it's not right on your hand, but it is made in Iceland. She got this yarn in Iceland. So it was really nice of her to be like, can you make me something? But I just totally lost the ball. But I think she'll be surprised and like them when I send them to her. So I will do that. Let's see if it says the color. Can't find it, but Let Lopi Icelandic wool. I'm just lying. Is it 100% wool? I can't read any of this. That will do it. It's very itchy. Not itchy, but scratchy. But it's blue and white, and these are the Speedy SELBU mitts. Another thing is that I have these no, I don't even want to say it. I have a brand, I don't know what they are, of interchangeable needles, and I loved them for so long. Interchangeable, great. And then I started using the TEAGUEs for socks and my MUSSELBURGH and everything, and now I'm like totally ruined, and I hate my interchangeable set now. I'm still going to use them, of course, but the cord, especially for Magic Loop, is just awful. Like, I struggle with it so much, and I'm making it work. I mean, it's really fine, but I'm just like, come on. I don't, blah, blah. Everybody says that. Everyone's, oh, I love my TEAGUEs, love the cord. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, it's fine. You can use what you have, but no, I'm totally ruined. I want TEAGUE everything because it just works so much better. Also, I know I mentioned this, but my first color work project, that's going to be important later. This yarn is so easy for color work because it just holds on to itself so nicely. And it's like foolproof. Like, you really couldn't mess up. The only thing that's tricky is doing it in Magic Loop. The edges are kind of hard. So I've just been like adjusting that as I go, but I'm very happy with these. Okay. I am going to pause here. Nope. Eek. I'll keep going quick because my last WIP is that I swatched for the Easy V sweater. Easy V sweater by, I didn't know if it was a pullover sweater. I think it's called the Easy V sweater by Caitlin Hunter of Boylan Knitworks. And this would be my first color work sweater project. So I thought the mittens were going so well that I was like, oh yeah, totally ready. I'm going to make the Easy V. I've been wanting to do that. I have the yarn for it. I finally picked out my yarn. I did a swatch regular. I never swatch. This is the first swatch I've ever made. Never ever. But I knew it was important for this because there was a color work section and a plain section, and I've never made a color work sweater. So I was like, I'm going to do the right thing. And I'm glad I did. These have sat here for 2 weeks because I've been so frustrated. But here's my swatch, beautiful. Here is my color work swatch. You might be thinking from back there, hey, that looks pretty good, but it really doesn't. I guess it looks okay. I asked for some tips on my Instagram story, but if you have any other like beginning color work tips, please let me know. Like there's just some holes. The problem seems to be more so of where there's like one stitch. Like 4 stitches, 1 stitch, 4 stitches, 1 stitch. That seems inconsistent. Here are my floats, which I think look pretty good. But I just don't know. And people say that, and okay, I think these like fake in the round swatches are pretty difficult. Even just regular. I don't like doing the fake in the round. So even for color work, I was like, that's definitely going to be hard. I think this is the bottom, so I think it did get better towards the bottom. But that is my color work swatch. I haven't measured or anything. I just made them, blocked them, left them. I'm going to do it again after I do some measurements because I kind of think the needles are too big here. I don't know if that was my problem. I also want to try a different color scheme. I like these colors together and I want to keep them. And I like how, if you're going to comment, because you're totally going to comment. I always say that, but I'm like, are people going to comment? If you were thinking to yourself, I don't really like those colors. They blend together too much. I kind of agree with you, but I kind of like that. But I'm thinking that this bottom one is not variegated, so I want to put it in between these two. This white and then the blue. So yeah, Easy V by Caitlin Hunter. I'm trying. That's my next sweater project, and I really do want to make a sweater soon, so, or like I'm overwhelmed, but I'm ready for a sweater. Quickly, if I can, sorry, my camera's gonna turn off. The yarn for that. All of the color work colors are Craft Me Not Yarn Co. Sourdough, Egg Basket. I'm doing this really fast because my camera's going to turn off. This was Sourdough. These two are from my mystery winter box. I'll talk about that more in a second. And this is Whitetail Trail. I've made a cardigan out of this. I had 1 skein left. I love it. It's perfect. I was talking about my Easy V sweater by Caitlin Hunter. I haven't even had a sip of coffee. Should have done that off camera. Sourdough and Egg Basket are from my Craft Me Not Yarn Co. winter box, mystery box. Whitetail Trail is like my favorite color ever by Sarah of Craft Me Not Yarn Co. It's the perfect neutral. It has grays, warm browns, white, speckled, love it. And then my main color is Loam. Again, this is just actually a Craft Me Not Yarn Co. Coast to Coast yarn stan account now. So this is Loam from Coast to Coast Yarns mushroom pre-order, where some of that MUSSELBURGH yarn was from. This is a DK weight sweater. I don't think I said that. So those are the colors I definitely am going to use. I have them all caked up, but I just need to like think a little bit more. and practice. A lot of people on Instagram said like, you just need practice. And if you see this like really bad looking row right there, there are some increases in that row, which I also knew was going to be tricky. So let me know if there's a way to make that better, or any beginner color work tips that you have. Or also, please affirm that working color work in the fake round is hard. So that will make me feel better. Because really, I think my floats look pretty good. I'll show you again. You saw them, it's fine. Good, okay, so that's all my WIPs. Quite a few WIPs on the agenda. Finish the MUSSELBURGH, finish a sock, finish the poncho for my grandma. Finish the mittens, in that order. Actually, poncho should be up there first. My little Joey's hat, frog hat, bottom of the list. Sorry, Joey, but it's just gonna take a second, so it's fine. Okay, let's make sure I said everything. I think so. Sometimes I feel like I'm rushing through things, and other people like really explain stuff, but then I don't want it to be too long. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Time for acquisitions. My first little set of acquisitions was a gift that my brother and sister-in-law got for me for Christmas. I don't know if it was for my birthday or Christmas, but they got me a knitting gift, which was so cute. So the first thing is, and I'm gonna do this amazing little row counter, which I really wanted one of these. So this is the one where you would put it on your needles and kind of pick up whatever row you're on. Has a cute little sheepy at the bottom. And I totally kept this label. Look at me. Really impressing myself right now. This is from Twice Sheared Sheep Snag-Free Row Counter. So I'm happy to have one of these. And it has like a little clip. Can you even see this? It has a little clip on it, so you can... Why does it have that? I knew, and now I forget. Use the clip to mark the tens place when counting more than 10 rows. Okay, you can do it for that. You can do whatever you want, okay? But I'm excited to have that. Thanks, Amanda and Jack. They also got me this awesome book, 400 Knitting Stitches, by Potter Craft, a complete dictionary of essential stitch patterns. It's so cool. There are so many stitches in here. I've never done cables, so that's something I want to do. And there's a lot of good info about cables here. It's just like really fun to look through. There's charts, lots of info. It is overwhelming. 400 different types of stitch patterns. Lace, never done that. Right now I'm trying color work, and then we'll get to all of these. But this was really fun. This was a great gift. Happy to have this. And that's, oh, never mind. One more thing. I posted, my last video was my Craft Me Not Yarn Co. mystery winter box unboxing. And so I'm not going to go through everything I got. You can just go watch that video. I think it's a really fun video because I'm like opening it live and freaking out, but it did not get a lot of views, but that's okay. But go watch it because I got so much new yarn. Some of it's going to be for that Easy V sweater. I thought I'd show you just one of my favorites. Well, this was the day, I feel like I sound like sick. Day of winter skein? Day of skein. I don't know, but it's called Homestead, and it's this beautiful, beautiful green. This is fingering weight. Mostly I got DK, but also some fingering weight minis. Everything was great. So I'm really happy with that. So much stuff came in the box that I was overwhelmed with my little, I have like a little 3 shelf thing in my closet for my yarn, and it was overflowing with all of this stuff that I got in the winter. So I decided to clean it out and was thinking I could do a little giveaway destash situation. I don't really want to sell any of it because I would just rather give it away. So that being said, I was thinking I have like 10 skeins to give away, and I was kind of hoping to do like a, if I get 500,000, no, whoa, it's a walk before we can run. If I get 500 subscribers, I would give away like 5 skeins. But I thought for this video, I would just start with 2. And because only 2 of them match. So I thought I would give those away together. So these are from Kingdom Fleece and Fiber Works, which is a Vermont brand. I ordered, I guess I can take this off to show you better, but I ordered like a Destash mystery thing from them, and I got so many good skeins. And I got these 2, which are very cute, but not necessarily my style, so I'm gonna part with them. And now, looking at my yarn stash after going through them and putting all this new stuff away and taking out the stuff I didn't love, I'm like, I love looking at it because now I just love everything in there. This is fingering weight, and it has silver stellina in it. It is green and pink. And this would be so cute for like a little girl's sweater or whatever you want to make with it. But I was just thinking that. It's called Diamond Dust. They have different labels, but they're the same. 75% merino, 20% nylon, 5% silver stellina. And they're really cute. So to enter the giveaway is just comment that you want this. Comment that you want this, and then I will pick one of the comments that wants this. Actually, I don't know how that works. I don't know how people do that because I don't think you can message people on YouTube. Maybe comment that you want this and your Instagram handle, and so I can more easily contact you. If you don't have an Instagram, just still comment that you want it, and I would maybe mention it in the next video that you won. And you should follow me on Instagram, and I could mention it there too. Somehow I would need to get your address. So if you would like this yarn, comment, I want the yarn. Follow me on Instagram. That's not like a rule, but it would just make it easier. Subscribe, that would also be cool. And I will mention in the next video who wins, but in your comment also maybe put your Instagram handle, and then I could just reach out to you if you are the winner. Okay, so I'll give these 2 away in this video, and then if I get 500 subscribers, maybe, subscribe, I'll just give all of it away to maybe one person, or maybe I'll do a few each video. Either way, I'm excited to give it away. And that is it. I'm just double checking that I talked about everything. I think my favorite project to work on right now is my MUSSELBURGH. It's just so easy, and I'm so excited to have this hat. More excited to have the hat than to actually just knit and knit and knit, but it's just so mindless. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about my sock. I'm excited about everything, and I'm excited to give the yarn away. So that's all. I will put a link to the winter yarn box giveaway and to my previous podcast episode. You can go back and watch that. You could go back and start from 1. And that is that. And maybe I'll make another one soon when I finish some of this stuff and when I make some progress with my sweater. So give me some tips for color work. Let me know if you want the yarn. Please subscribe and like this video, and I will see you next time. Thanks for joining. That was so awkward. Thanks for joining. Why did I say that? But seriously, see you next time. Please join me next time. All right, bye.